This is Chris McDaniels. Like, subscribe to Team W Wrestling on YouTube, subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris McDaniels, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and both my TikToks, so I'll be down there in the description box. And I'm here to do my AEW Dynamite November 12th? No, 13th, 2024 reviews. So here we go discussing about tonight's episode of AEW Dynamite. Now we kick off the show with the first match of the night. It was a tag team match. It was Christian Cage and Hangman Adam Page with Kip Sabian and Nick Wayne's mom at ringside versus Jay White and Juice Robinson in a tag team match. So yeah, we get to this tag team match. In this match, it was a pretty good tag team match. During this match, we actually see Hook taking out Nick Wayne, taking him through the crowd with some locking on a submission hold. So yeah, Nick Wayne was taken out for the rest of this match. But then we start getting towards the ending of this match where we see everybody going at it. Like at one point, Jay White got in there and he was trying to hit the Blade Runner onto Christian at one point. And then all of a sudden, we see Adam Page on the ring apron. He jumps over, trying to hit the buckshot lariat onto Jay White, but Jay White lets go Christian. He dunks the buckshot lariat, and then he tries to hit the Blade Runner onto Adam Page, but then Christian comes up, grabbing onto Jay White, trying to hit the kill switch onto him, but then Juice Robinson hits that left hook to the face onto Christian, and then that's when Jay White hits that half and half suplex onto Christian, taking him out of the ring, and then does the same thing to Adam Page. Jay White gets out of the ring, hitting the Blade Runner onto Christian Cage into the barricade, taking him out for the rest of the match. At one point, Adam Page and Juice Robinson was going back and forth. Juice Robinson actually rolled up Adam Page because Adam Page was trying to hit Deadeye onto him, but Juice reverses it into a roll-up. But when he rolled up Adam Page, all of a sudden Nick Wayne's mom gets on the ring apron, distracting the ref. The ref finally turns around. He starts counting the pin. 1, 2. Adam Page barely kicked out at 2. And then after he kicked out at 2, Juice Robinson gets like through the second rope at one point. He gets hit upside the head with the with a board and all that stuff, getting taken out by Kip Sabian with the referee had his back turned, and then that's when Juice Robinson gets hit with Deadeye by Adam Page. Adam Page pins him for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Christian Cage and Adam Page defeated Jay White and Juice Robinson tonight in a tag team match. But then after the match ended, Jay White quickly got in the ring with the steel chair, chasing out Adam Page and everybody else out of the ring. So yeah, that's what happened there. Pretty good match. For that match, I'll give it 3.5 stars. That's why I'll give that one. But then, after that match ended, we see Renee Paquette interviewing Mercedes Moné, the TBS champion, backstage with Camille. And then Mercedes was talking about how Camille's a terrible driver and all that. Camille got like an arm brace on, with like a sling on for her arm because of what happened last week. And then Camille accidentally dropped Mercedes' jacket. And then Mercedes tells Camille to go put her jacket into to the locker room. Well, Camille walks away, and then Chris Statlander comes up attacking Mercedes. Both of them's going at it. Camille tries to help Mercedes and all that. Everybody's going at it, and then we see Chris Statlander spear Mercedes and Camille through the wall, taking both of them out. So yeah, that's what happened there. Decent stuff right there. But yeah, still more stuff to come later on tonight on Dynamite. But yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on AEW Dynamite. See you guys later. Till then. So, the next thing to happen on AEW Dynamite, we get to the next segment of the night where we see Tony Schiavone. He is standing in the ring. He introduces Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay comes out there, but he grabs the mic and he starts talking about Kyle Fletcher and everything from, with him returning last week on Dynamite after 3 weeks because of Kyle Fletcher taking him out. But then he starts calling out Kyle Fletcher, and he wants Kyle Fletcher to come out there alone. So yeah, Kyle Fletcher comes out there, and he actually does come alone at first. So yeah, Kyle Fletcher, he's about to get in the ring, and Will Ospreay looks at me and he says, I know you got something in your back pocket because I've been to those Don Callis meetings, so how about you throw out whatever you got? And then all of a sudden, Kyle Fletcher did have a screwdriver, and he just throws it out with the ring. So yeah, that's what happened there. And they started talking. Will Ospreay was talking about Kyle Fletcher hitting the Tiger Driver onto him and all that, and, all that stuff. And then Kyle Fletcher was talking about Will Ospreay and everything, how he betrayed people so many times. And Will Ospreay admits that, he did stab Okada in the back and Kenny Omega in the back and all that. So yeah, that's what Will Ospreay was talking about. And then, he was talking about how Kyle Fletcher has been saying that he don't want to be nothing like Will Ospreay, but done the same things as Will Ospreay. So he says, which one do you want to be? Do you want to be like me, or do you not want to be like me? So yeah, that's what he was telling him there. And then he starts talking about the Tiger Driver, how he couldn't feel his left hand and all that, and how his son held his left hand for like 5 minutes before he even noticed. So yeah, he says that he's been losing feeling in his left hand, and then he asked Kyle Fletcher what does he want, and Fletcher says that he wants a one-on-one match at Full Gear against Will Ospreay, and Will Ospreay says that's good. We'll have this one-on-one match. So yeah, it looks like at Full Gear it'll be Will Ospreay versus Kyle Fletcher one-on-one. But then all of a sudden we see Brian Cage and Lance Archer getting in the ring, and they're about to attack Will Ospreay, and then Will Ospreay says that he got some friends with them as well, and then all of a sudden we see Powerhouse Hobbs and Mark Davis get into the ring, and then everybody's brawling and all that stuff. Mark Davis and Kyle Fletcher got face-to-face at one point up until Will Ospreay kicks Fletcher in the face, knocking him out of the ring, and, Mark Davis is like, what the hell was that for? And then all of a sudden, Ospreay hits a crossbody on the Kyle Fletcher, and everybody's brawling, and then Lance Archer's over there, and then Roderick Strong's theme song starts playing, where the Undisputed Kingdom theme song starts playing, because Roderick Strong has a match against Lance Archer in the Falls Count Anywhere, and he goes over there and he starts brawling with Lance Archer, and the nerve match begins. So yeah, up next it will be Lance Archer versus Roderick Strong in a Falls Count Anywhere match up next on Dynamite. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Till then. So, the next thing that happened on AEW Dynamite, we get to the next match of the night. It was Roderick Strong versus Lance Archer in a Falls Count Anywhere match. So, yeah, both of these guys are going backstage, going at it. I don't even think they even got to the ring at all in this match, really. They were just going at it outside of the ring, through the crowd, backstage, and all that, like in Lance Archer's chokeslam. Roderick Strong through a table backstage. They was in the crowd brawling. At one point, Brian Cage comes up, beating down Roderick Strong as well, and then we see Matt Taven and Mike Bennett, the Undisputed Kingdom, coming up, brawling with Brian Cage, taking him out as well. So yeah, they all three go on somewhere else, and then Strong and Lance Archer's on this barricade thing, until Strong sweeps up Archer's feet, which Archer hits his nuts on the barricade, and then we see Roderick Strong hitting that jumping knee to the face onto Lance Archer, pinning him for the 3 count. So yeah, Roderick Strong defeated Lance Archer tonight in a Falls Count Anywhere match. That's what happened. It was a pretty decent match. I'll give that match 2.5 stars. That's why I'll give that one. But yeah, then after that match ended, we see MJF watching all this, the TV and all that stuff at his house, it looks like. And yeah, then all of a sudden Konosuke Takeshita comes over there, attacking Roderick Strong after his match, beating him down and all that. So Adam Cole comes out, because up next they got a match. So yeah, Konosuke Takeshita versus Adam Cole, 1-on-1 up next on Dynamite. Later on tonight, we're going to be seeing the House of Black versus FTR in a tag team match later on tonight. And still to come later on tonight, we're going to be seeing Swerve Strickland versus Leo Rush 1-on-1 as well. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on AEW Dynamite. See you guys later. Till then. I did forget one part where after that match, the Falls Count Anywhere match, Roderick Strong did get into the ring grabbing the mic, and he says that he's going to get MJF's ass at Full Gear. So yeah, I forgot to mention that part. Then Konosuke Takeshita attacked Strong. So yeah, there we go. That's the part I forgot right there. But yeah, see you guys later. Till then. So, the next thing that happened on AEW Dynamite, we get to the next match of the night. It was Adam Cole versus Konosuke Takeshita 1-on-1, the AEW International Champion. So, yeah, we get to this match. And this match, it was a pretty good match. Now, this match started with Konosuke attacking Roderick Strong, and Adam Cole comes out there going at it with Konosuke, and a good bit of Adam Cole's theme song was playing into the match and all that, just a little bit. But then we get the match, and yeah, both of these guys going at it back and forth and everything. Konosuke coming up near falls a lot of times. Same for Adam Cole. At one point, Adam Cole was trying to hit the Panama Sunrise onto Konosuke, but Konosuke catches him, hits a nice, pretty much like a front driver onto Adam Cole and turning it into the German suplex, which was pretty nice. Only getting a 2 count out of that. Konosuke starts hitting the ropes at one point, jumps at Adam Cole, but gets hit with a super kick by Cole, and then Cole hits the Panama Sunrise onto Konosuke, and then he was setting up for the boom onto Konosuke as well, but then Konosuke rolls out of the ring. Well, the referee's trying to hold back Adam Cole because Adam Cole's trying to get out of the ring. Well, Konosuke puts on the Dynamite Diamond ring on his finger. Adam Cole pretty much gets his head out of the second ropes, pretty much through it, and then Konosuke punches him upside the head with the Dynamite Diamond ring. Konosuke gets back into the ring, crawling for the pin, and he pins Adam Cole for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Konosuke Takeshita defeated Adam Cole tonight in a one-on-one match. But then after the match ended, Roderick Strong gets in there and he attacks Konosuke. Now after the match ended and all that, we did see MJF laughing and all that, because now at Full Gear it will be MJF versus Roderick Strong in a one-on-one match instead of a triple threat match involving Adam Cole. So yeah, I forgot to mention that part. But yeah, Strong attacks Konosuke after the match, and then Konosuke starts beating down Strong after he hits a low blow onto him, and then he's about to hit him with the Dynamite Diamond ring as well, up until Kyle O'Reilly comes running in there with the steel chair, saving Roderick Strong, and Konosuke quickly got out of the ring. And after that happens, Konosuke's up there on the ramp up until Ricochet comes out there. Ricochet turns Konosuke around. Konosuke tries to hit him, but Ricochet hits a super kick onto Konosuke. Konosuke runs to the back area, and then Ricochet grabs the AEW International Championship, holding it up high, going after that title. And then we see in the ring Adam Cole trying to shake Kyle O'Reilly's hand, but Kyle O'Reilly just looks at him and he just walks out the ring. So yeah, that's what happened there. Pretty good stuff for the match. And what happened after the match, I'll give it all 4 stars. That's what I'll give it. It was a pretty good match. But yeah, and then after that we see the AEW World Heavyweight Champion Jon Moxley and the rest of the Death Riders arriving to the arena. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on AEW Dynamite. See you guys later. Till then. So, the next thing to happen on AEW Dynamite. Now, before we talk about the next segment of the night, we got to talk about a segment that happened backstage. So, yeah, we see Renee Paquette going up to interview Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, MVP, the Hurt Syndicate. So, yeah, they come up, and, yeah, MVP grabs the mic from Renee. He says that he's going to be the one talking and all that. And then he was talking about how Bobby Lashley is going to be hurting Swerve Strickland in a few weeks, and how he's going to end Swerve's career. And he says that Swerve Strickland's career could have been very different if he would have accepted joining the Hurt Syndicate. So yeah, that's what MVP was talking about. But he says that his actions got consequences where Bobby Lashley's going to end his career. So yeah, that's what MVP says. And then he says that they're going to be watching Swerve taking on Leo Rush later on tonight on Dynamite. So yeah, that's what MVP was saying there. But then we get to the next segment of the night where we see the AEW World Heavyweight Champion Jon Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, Wheeler Yuta, and Marina Shafir, the Death Riders. They come out there. Pac is not with them tonight. But yeah, they come out there, and Jon Moxley grabs the mic, and he was talking about how, you know, he's been beating the hell out of some people. Actually, before they actually made their entrance, we actually see Claudio and Wheeler Yuta beating down JD Drake with the steel chair. So yeah, they beat him down on the way down to the ring. So yeah, they just beating up some people on the way straight to the ring. Forgot to mention that part. But yeah, Jon Moxley grabs the mic and he starts talking about how they're going to be beating the hell out of some people and all that. But then he says that that he will be defending the AEW World Heavyweight Championship up against Orange Cassidy next Saturday at Full Gear. And he says that, you know, just like we did to Chuck Taylor, we make him drink his food through a straw. He says the same thing is going to be happening with Orange Cassidy, and his mom and all of them is going to be around him too when that happens. So yeah, that's what Jon Moxley was talking about there. But then all of a sudden, Orange Cassidy comes out there, and Cassidy comes out there with Mark Briscoe and the other guy. Forgot. It's already clicking out my head. But yeah, Mark Briscoe comes out with Orange Cassidy and Rocky Romero. That's who it was. But yeah, they come out there, the conglomeration, and yeah, Orange Cassidy starts talking about how, you know, that everything that Jon Moxley saying is going to possibly be true and all that. But he says that he came back down from the fight, and he says that he already beat Jon Moxley before, and he's going to do it again when he becomes the new AEW World Heavyweight Champion. So yeah, that's what Orange Cassidy was talking about there. And then Jon Moxley was like, well, so you have full gear pretty much. And then Mox and all them starts walking through the crowd, about to leave out, up until all of a sudden Darby Allin jumps off the freaking balcony thing with the crossbody onto the Death Riders, taking them out. And then we see Martin Briscoe, Rocky Romero, and Orange Cassidy all brawling with them. And by the way, I forgot to mention that Will Yuta is going to be taking on Orange Cassidy next week on Dynamite because Orange Cassidy challenged him and all that. I forgot to mention that part, and Mox accepted that match for Willer. So yeah, that match will be happening next week. Forgot to mention that one. But yeah, then Mox and all them starts running. Mox gets into the truck, and then Marina Shafir gets in there, and Claudio gets in there as well. And about to leave Wheeler up until Darby Allin just dives right into the back of the truck. And then him and Claudio starts going at it. And then Claudio gets him and starts hitting the swing onto him into the garage door, taking him out. And then Wheeler Yuta finally jumps into the back of the truck, and they all leave out with Orange Cassidy and all them helping up Darby Allin. So yeah, that's what happened there. Pretty good segment though. I like it. It was a pretty good segment with them. But yeah, that's what happened there. But then after that, we see Renee Paquette interviewing the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion Chris Jericho with Big Bill and Brian Keith, the learning tree. So yeah, Jericho was talking about how he's going to be defending his Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship up against Tomohiro Ishii in 2 weeks on Dynamite, and he says that he's going to beat him, and he's going to show him why he's a 9-time world champion, 2-time Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion. So yeah, that's what Jericho was saying there. But up next, it'll be Britt Baker versus Penelope Ford, 1-on-1 up next on Dynamite. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Till then. So, the next thing that happened on AEW Dynamite, we get to the next match of the night. It was Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, versus Penelope Ford, 1-on-1. So, yeah, we get to this match. This match, it was okay. We see Penelope Ford try to hit a moonsault on Dr. Britt Baker, but then Britt Baker moves out of the way. Penelope Ford hits the mat. Well, Britt Baker was trying to hit a super kick onto her. Penelope Ford fought out, dodged a super kick and all that. Tries to kick Britt Baker upside the head, but Britt Baker dodged that. Britt Baker then finally hits a super kick onto Penelope Ford, tries to hit on the lockjaw onto her, but Penelope Ford fought out of that, and then Penelope Ford locks on her submission hold for a little bit onto Britt Baker, but then Britt Baker fought out of that, locking on the lockjaw, making Penelope Ford tap out. So yeah, Britt Baker defeated Penelope Ford tonight in a 1-on-1 match, but then after that match ended, we see Serena Deeb come out there with the flag and all that, standing tall at the top of the stage, staring at Britt Baker while she's standing in the ring. So yeah, that's what happened there for that match and all that stuff. I'll give it 2 stars. That's why I'll give it. It was okay. But yeah, then after that match, we see Renee Paquette interviewing Mina Shirakawa backstage, and Mina was talking about Mariah May and all that stuff. But then all of a sudden, we see Harley Cameron come up, and she pretty much wants a match against Mina Shirakawa, and then they both start shaking their titties. So yeah, that happened there. But yeah, up next it will be Swerve Strickland versus Leo Rush, 1-on-1 up next on Dynamite. So yeah, see you guys later. Till then. So, the next thing that happened on AEW Dynamite, we get to the next match of the night. It was Swerve Strickland versus Leo Rush, 1-on-1. We get to this match, and this match, it was a pretty good match. Swerve Strickland had Prince Nana at ringside with him, by the way, I forgot to mention. But yeah, this match was pretty good. Both of these guys going back and forth, coming up near falls a lot of times in this match. At one point, Leo Rush bounces off the bottom rope, trying to hit the stunner onto Swerve, but then Swerve fought out of that, tries to hit big pressure onto Leo, but Leo fought out of that, rolling up Swerve, grabbing onto the ropes, only getting a 2 count because Prince Nana pointed out that Leo Rush was cheating by grabbing the ropes. Well, they was going back and forth and everything, and then Swerve Strickland caught Leo Rush at one point, and then he finally hits big pressure onto Leo, pinning him for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Swerve Strickland defeated Leo Rush tonight in a 1-on-1 match, but then after the match ends, Swerve Strickland grabs the mic and he starts calling out Bobby Lashley. So yeah, that's what he's doing because he can't even wait for that match at Full Gear, so he's calling him out. And here comes Bobby Lashley, MVP. Shelton Benjamin was not with the Hurt Syndicate at the moment, but yeah, Lashley's coming out and MVP starts talking about how, Swerve don't want to deal with Bobby Lashley. He's going to be dealing with him at Full Gear and all that, and he's going to catch an ass whooping at Full Gear and gets his career ended. But then Lashley was getting ready for a fight, and he says, well, you know what? Lashley's about to come down there. So yeah, that's what he was saying there. But then all of a sudden, we see Shelton Benjamin coming up, attacking Swerve from behind, beating him down, hitting a DDT onto him. Lashley gets into the ring, and MVP is holding back Prince Nana. Lashley got Hurt locked onto Swerve, making him pass out, laying him out in the middle of the ring. And then the Hurt Syndicate got out the ring. Prince Nana is checking on Swerve, and then Bobby Lashley gets back into the ring, grabbing Prince Nana, throwing him into the turnbuckles, like into the ring post and all that, taking him out as well. So yeah, the Hurt Syndicate took out Swerve Strickland and Prince Nana tonight on Dynamite. That's what happened. But for that match, what happened after the match, I'll give it all 3.5 stars as well. It was a pretty good match show. But then after that, we see Renee Paquette interviewing Jamie Hayter backstage, asking her what's next for Jamie Hayter after she beat Penelope Ford last week. And she says that she is looking for the now and all that. But then all of a sudden, she gets interrupted by a vignette of Julia Hart, because Julia Hart will be returning and, coming back soon. So, yeah, that's going to be pretty interesting right there. But, yeah, up next, we're going to be seeing the House of Black versus FTR in a tag team match up next on Dynamite. That's the main event, and, yeah, that's up next. So, yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on AEW Dynamite. See you guys later. Till then. So, the next thing to happen on AEW Dynamite, we get to the next match of the night. It was the main event. It was Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler, FTR, versus Malachi Black and Brody King, the House of Black, in a tag team match. Winner of this match qualifies into the Fatal 4-Way tag team match for the AEW World Tag Team Championships at Full Gear. So yeah, that's what this match is all about. And speaking about the tag team titles and all that, we see the AEW World Tag Team Champions, Mark Quinn and Isaiah Cassidy, private party watching this match from ringside. So yeah, that's what's happening there. But this match, it was a really good match. Both of these teams beating the hell out of each other during this, going back and forth and everything. At one point, we actually seen Malachi Black on the ring apron. Dax picks him up for a power driver, and then Cash Wheeler helps with the assist, hitting a power driver onto Malachi Black, taking him out for the rest of the match on the ring apron. Then we see Brody King hitting a nice suicide dive onto FTR outside the ring. He throws Dax back into the ring, hitting a crazy clothesline onto him. He pins him 1, 2. Dax barely kicks out at 2. He picks him up again, hitting another clothesline onto Dax. He pins him again 1, 2. Dax barely kicked out at 2 once again, and then Brody King picks him up, locking on the sleeper hold, making Dax Harwood pass out. So yeah, the House of Black defeated FTR tonight in the tag team match to qualify into that Fatal 4-Way tag team match at Full Gear for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. That's what happened. Great match between these two teams, and then after the match ended, we see the House of Black showing some respect to FTR by shaking their hands. So yeah, that's what happened there. Great stuff. For that match, I'll give it 4 stars. That's what I'll give it. It was a great match. I'll say that was match of the night. For me right there was the main event. So yeah, the main event was great. I'll say that was match of the night right there. But yeah, for tonight's AEW Dynamite, I'll give it 8.5 stars. That's what I'll give it. It was a pretty good show. So yeah, if you have yet, go check it out. But yeah, that's been my AEW Dynamite November 13th, 2024 reviews. Like, subscribe to TNW Wrestling on YouTube, subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris McDaniels, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and both my TikToks. I'll be down there in the description box. And yeah, I'll see you guys later for this Friday's Friday Night SmackDown reviews. See you guys later. Till then.